Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. Tonight we've got Tex-Mex meat and potato stew. Yeah, it's a meaty, potatoy stew, and I've gone and Tex-Mexified it. I don't know if that's a word or not, but that's what I've done. And it was smelling fantastic. And oh, look at this. I mean, it's just an absolutely fantastic stew. Now, before we get into the recipe, I do have a quick plea. As you may have noticed, is that Kuma's Kitchen doesn't run ads. We want you to be able to enjoy the recipes without the interruptions and all that kind of stuff. What I have asked people, and I've asked before in the past, and I have some people doing it, is I've asked for a little support as a patron. And you can do that through patreon.com. Now, I really need it. I need your help if we want to keep this going, because there's rent in this place, the lights, all that kind of stuff. If you could go even in at the lowest tier, get a bunch of people in, helping out, supporting via patreon.com. It's really easy to do. Pop on over there. That will keep the show going. Shows me that you love these recipes, you're enjoying these recipes. So that's all I ask. If you could do that, then we don't have to run ads. All right? And I really don't want to run ads. All right. Look at this. Let's give that a try. Oh, I think the Tex-Mexification worked out. That is good. Oh boy, and that is a huge pot. Do stick around through the first part of the episode here, and look for the kitchen mishap. Just to add a little fun. I mean, it's not a huge mishap, but yeah, I made a bit of a mistake, and well, it all worked out in the end. So here we go. Now, let's go in there and make this. All right, to make this stew, well, here are our ingredients. What we've got across the front here. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, a 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. That's pretty easy to remember. Everything's a 1/4 cup there. Okay. Over here, I've got 1 14-ounce can of corn kernels, rinsed and drained. This is one big, Japanese carrots are they're about this big. They're massive carrots for a small country. So that's 1 big carrot cut up into pieces like about that big. If you're using a smaller carrots like I used to get in Canada, you'd be probably a couple of carrots and you'd just be cutting straight across. If you're wondering how much that is, well, I weighed it. It's about 7 ounces or 200 grams of carrots. This 1 onion, coarsely chopped. Then over here, we've got 1.5 pounds each, or 680 grams each, of beef cut up into basically bite-sized pieces, and potatoes also cut up into smaller bite-sized pieces. I don't want it too big. A small bite size is perfect, because that's basically a small bite size too. You could use pork. In fact, a lot of times I prefer pork. I really like the flavor of pork, but this time I was able to get some beef. And actually, this is not Japanese beef. You're wondering. Oh, and here's a quick tidbit of information too. I get a lot of people asking me Kobe beef and Wagyu. Many people say Wagyu. It's actually Wagyu. Gyu means beef. Okay, Wa means Japanese. So Kobe beef and Wagyu are not different. Kobe beef is one of Wagyu. So Wagyu, think of Wagyu as the genus. Kobe beef is one of the species. There's many others. There's Matsuzaka, Omi, Yabu, Hida, many all across. It depends on what area the beef is grown in. All right, so in this case, I do not have Wagyu. This is Australian beef, which showed up in my supermarket, and it's not as fatty as Japanese beef, but since I'm going to be cooking it for a long time, it's going to get quite tender anyways. All right. Then across the back, I have 5 cups, actually just under 5 cups. 5 cups wouldn't quite fit in here, of beef broth. You could use chicken broth, whatever. Beef broth if you can get it. I couldn't get it this time. I just didn't have time to make my own or anything like that either, which just doesn't happen. I just don't have that kind of time. So I'm cheating with bouillon cubes. So it's looking a little messy in there because they didn't totally dissolve, but hey, they're gonna do the job. So first thing I wanna do is I'm gonna dredge the beef. So let's move this over here for right now and make a little room. Gonna bring a big bowl in here. All I wanna do is I wanna take the flour, the paprika, not the paprika, the chili powder, and then the paprika. Mix them all together. So give them a quick mix. And once that's combined, I'm gonna throw the beef in there and mix it around until basically we get it coated. So just kind of, what I want to do is kind of do this. I go lift and turn until we've got that flour, paprika, chili powder, mix. Okay, try not to waste any. All distributed throughout. It's not going to all perfectly coat the beef, but that's okay. As long as we get mainly. All right, that's looking pretty good. What I want to do now is I want to get that oil going. So get that into the cast. No, I got my big cast iron pot here. I could use the other one too. Either one would work. I've got the the one you've seen before that I was given. I could use that too. I just brought the cast iron over here tonight. It's easier to carry back to the house. Yeah, in case you don't know, well, this is a small place that I've turned into a studio, and we actually live across the railway tracks. So what I'm going to do now is bring this up at medium heat. Get that centered on there. Check out, see where we got right about there. And while that's happening, I'm just going to keep making sure I get this nicely dredged. It's looking great. What I'm looking for is ripples to start forming in the olive oil. All right, starting to heat up now. It's gonna take a little longer today because it has gotten really cold. Osaka got super cold yesterday, just basically overnight. It had been nice the day before, and then boom, in came the cold. It's colder than usual for December. It's weird. All right, now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cook this, stirring it around, get it all throughout there. I want to cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes. Medium heat, stirring occasionally. Look at that. That is, yeah, it's all going to start coating nicely with the oil and all, and cooking. All right, so see you back here in about 8 to 10 minutes. All right, so I let that cook for about 10 minutes because there's a lot of meat for the pot here. So I get some browning happening on that. It's smelling great in here already. So what I want to do now is, carefully because this is really full, get some of that in there, but not much. First, just going to deglaze. Going around, scraping off that bottom. And the minute it starts to thicken up, get a little bit more in there. All right. Just working our way around. The bottom's not too bad, actually. There's a little bit on the bottom there, so I just want to get that up and out of there. All right. So I can get the rest of the liquid in there. Looking good. Okay, that's done. Now, basically, everything else is going to go in there, but the first thing I want to do is get that tomato paste in there, and I want to mix it in a bit. So get some in there. All right, and then get it mixed into that liquid. So what I do now is just kind of do this when we're working with miso too, for making miso soup. Just kind of hold it up on there and smoosh it around a bit. Actually, with miso soup, we're even more careful. We do it inside a spoon and then slowly dissolve it. This dissolves a bit faster than miso, so that's okay. There we go. That's looking good. All right. Now, stir around there just a little bit. And then it's time to add these other ingredients. We're gonna push this right to the max, aren't we? Yeah. There we go. Gotta be dangerous. I think I should have used the bigger pot. Last time I did, and obviously, oh, yeah, that's a little much. Okay, so this is all going to go in. Salt's going to go in. I'm going to transfer this over to the other pot because that just isn't going to cut it, is it? Nah, should have kept making the same pot I always do. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to get it going in that pot. Going to get it simmering, cover it, and simmer it for an hour. So I'll see you back here in 1 hour. Well, in video time, in about less than half a minute. All right, see you then. All right, so as you can see, I transferred this pot. Wow, I didn't realize there was such a big difference in size between those pots. The first time I noticed that, it absolutely dwarfs my cast iron pot. So, fit it in here nicely. It's been simmering away for an hour now. Every once in a while, I've just kind of gone in there like probably 2-3 times and just give it a little stir and have a look. Looking good, looking good. Now, what we're going to do now is I want to thicken it up a little bit more by just kind of mashing some of that potato. Not all of it. I'm going to go through here and just mash a few and leave some as they are. Kind of do that a bit. What it is, give you a bit of a slurry of potato in your stew, which makes it thicker. There we go. All right, put that in there. What we got here, we've got a nice little bowl. All right, so let's just ladle some up here. Oh, look at that. That's going to be a nice hearty stew. So you got your beef in there. You got corn, potatoes, carrots. That is going to be a fantastic dinner tonight. All right, if you like this, well, stick around and check out the other Kuma's Kitchen recipes here. All original recipes by me, Kevin Riley. Kind of ideas I just pop up like this one here where I thought, hey, could we turn stew into something Tex-Mexish? Why not? And well, it smells like it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So go ahead, make this, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen. And please, remember, as I asked at the beginning, I really do need a few more people supporting this channel with Patreon or patreon.com. So please, if you love these recipes, you like want to see this keep coming, could you please, even at the lowest, join up on my Patreon? That would really, really help and keeps the lights on in here, you know? Thank you. Now, go. Make this.